Let's talk about comping properties. Very important in this business. Whether you're wholesaling, you're buying and holding them as rentals, you're flipping, comping is going to be just as important across the board. So I actually devote a whole class to comping in the course. It's a whole class. We dig really deep into it, do some live comping on different properties, and it's a fun exercise because you really have to get good at it, and it becomes a muscle then in your business to be able to comp good. So a couple of highlights that I can give today is, the old term apples to apples. You definitely want to do that as much as possible. Some of the rural neighborhoods that don't allow you to exactly get that perfect match, in more dense neighborhoods, it might be more suitable to get that perfect match. What I mean by apples to apples is a traditional house versus a traditional, a bi-level versus a bi-level, cape versus cape, and so on and so on. Square footage. We try and keep that within 300 square feet. So if you have 1,000 square foot house that you're trying to comp, I wouldn't go above 1,300 or below 700 to keep that really within a reasonable means. And beds, baths, you want to keep them similar. And what else do we have as far as highlights are concerned? Days on market. We learned this in a hot market. We seemed to be putting the properties up left and right, and it didn't matter. We knew they were going to sell in 2 or 3 days. I think if it lasted 4 days, we were getting nervous. But now, the market slows down a little bit, and you really have to pay attention to the days on market, because if I have 4 properties comping against mine, and 2 of them sold for 300,000, and 2 of them sold for 275, 300,000 took 90 days to sell, and the 275s took 15 days to sell. That's what I'm looking for. We really like to see our properties comp against ones that sold in 30 days or less, because that, as an investor, you're paying for the property every day, so you want to make sure that it sells as quick as possible. So take that into account, because your inside say, man, I want to go for this deal. It could sell for 300,000, but be careful, because we don't want to add another 3 months to a project you don't have to, because you want to rush into it and force the deal. So those are my tips on comping for the day. Any questions, you know where to reach out. You can send me a message. I'd be happy to dig deeper. It's a topic that's very important to the business. So if you're getting into it and you need help, feel free to reach out.